sure what the hell is going on.
Get started for now.
Goddamn toes are frozen. I won't feel the rats gnawing on them.
I've been thinking I could sell my Augs and leave this place.
Rowdy. They realize their mistake.
A world where everyone's treated fairly? And I thought Helena was the one in a science fiction.
Listen. And it has to be a violation of our rights.
From the alley.
We'll take our hands on it by questioning when we head back to the station.
Wish I had a coat. A nice warm trench coat.
No. This is not right. You cannot be treating us this way.
Move
Where is
along
the
and
proof?
do not interfere. Take care.
This is not right.
Hello? There's some...
Oh.
It'll just be a domestic dispute.
This area is not approved for unauthorized
This is
persons.
not right. Go away.
Našli.
The only thing
Státní policie bude na kontrolních bodech prověřovat doklady. Mějte prosím
What a
připravený
place.
průkaz totožnosti.
What the hell?
Away from here, out. You want to blow something
You don't look
up?
like you belong here.
Like you won't stay here too
Too
much
rich for
longer.
this part of town.
Jakmile Praha aktualizuje své regulace augmentací. Licencovaní občané již nebudou mít nárok.
How are you?
be a violation of our rights.
Weapons hot.
I've been thinking I
Okay.
could sell my Augs and leave this place.
I don't get it. I don't understand how you do it. Every fucking day.
shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
You really think Rucker was the problem? That his death is somehow gonna make things better for Augs?
I don't think he was the solution. We need a new leader. Someone a little less beardy McFancy diploma. Someone who's gonna fight, you know? Stand up to some of these bullshit laws. You hear about the Human Restoration Act?
Yeah. If the restoration vote passes, I don't know that it's gonna matter very much who the leader is.
It's gonna be a government-mandated horror show is what it's gonna be. Men in white coats pulling out augmentations like they are teeth. Ugh. Anyway, speaking of medical horrors, you ready for me to fix you or what?
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. Changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
Anomaly detect access granted.
on. You know how this goes. Come on. Let's see them.
If you don't want any surprises, you might want to be more specific.
Shut up, Clank. I want your papers, not your opinion. Fuck me. We do not want trouble. There is no need to start any trouble, yes?
You sure you don't want to see anything else?
Walk away. Og.
No respect.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-AUG speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is bowling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket. How does that sound?
Your reputation precedes you, Radko.
What can I say? My career is built on a simple premise. Secure the grandmother vote and build from there. Now, please explain to me why you are here.
I'm here because I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Compassion is for the cameras, but hey, maybe you should be the politician. For a second there, I almost believed you care.
Your politics are viciously anti-AUG, is that accurate?
Viciously? I like that.
Do you go out of your way to incite violence against AUGs?
I wouldn't call it going out of my way. More like it's on my way. A flower you pick as you pass by. To be honest, my politics aren't even based on an ideology. It's very simple for me. I tell people what they want to hear, and I stay out of jail.
You're not doing a very good job tonight.
I'm doing just fine.
You really hate AUGs that much?
Some more than others.
Tell me about your relationship with Angela.
Angela? Angela who?
Angela Gunn, the journalist who's apparently been writing some very insightful articles about you.
Oh, her. She did a nice job of keeping my name in the news. Local politics is a real slog, you know. As long as they're talking about you, it's good.
Even if she was saying things you didn't like?
Sure, why not? Angela's readers were never my voters. I'm not exactly courting the AUG vote here. Did Angela and I share views? No. Did we like each other? Not one bit. But our hatred was professional, not personal. Nothing to kill over.
Sure you don't want to add anything about Angela?
She got what she deserved, but not from me.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting votes.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me. That's all.
Anyone credible? Someone you're not related to or paying to lie for you?
Afraid not. Coming up with an alibi like that would require me to take this serious.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be involved in one is not.
So you're not gonna tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
You sure you don't want to rethink your fake alibi?
Where I was tonight is none of your business.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Just rest. Concentrate.
Murderers in uniform.
A stable and self-sufficient
Don't eyeball
hub of
me.
creativity and innovation, based on the principles of arcology.
Just go back the way you came. Mr. Perry doesn't pay me to talk.
It was literally printed, one layer at a time, and most of the design and layout of the city was done procedurally
Need to soundproof
by
the
computer
basement.
algorithm.
For me, the absolute key is a strong foundation, not what you build over. It's the augmented we're talking about.
Don't put up. I know you can
Can't
hear
be
me.
denied. Some people have called this project an artificial utopia, but to that I say you can't have artificiality.
Tune in next week for our second episode in this series, where we will look at the technology of sustainability that the Santo Group... perfected in Rabia. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Piker.
The Santo Group. Construction, arcology, quality, excellence. Santo, restoring the past and building the future.
Now moving over to technology. Since the U.S. Air Force launched SpaceNet 2 years ago, the cosmic planetary defense system designed to clean up space junk has achieved nothing. Not one blast, not one asteroid or meteor has been deflected.
Why do we always get stuck on the scuff?
It makes
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
lately.
Did you forget something?
What's your position on Augs?
Officially, I think they are a menace to society.
And unofficially? You're a real big fan of us, aren't you? Some of us, anyway.
My position on Augs is nothing personal, if that's what you mean. Like I said, I am a servant of the people. Their desires are my desires. Their prejudices, my prejudices.
I'm talking about your desires. The ones depicted in that photo. Very artistic.
That picture is private. Who are you?
See, I think your position on Augs is a little more complex than you've been letting on. Apparently, Ivanka has footage of what you were doing tonight. Trying to convince those Aug sisters to vote for you, is that it?
What do you want?
Unlike everyone else you seem to know, I'm not trying to blackmail you. I just want to know who murdered that woman tonight.
Wish I could help you, but as you can see, I was busy with something else, of which there is ample video evidence. You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
Your hypocritical private life isn't my concern right now. I just want to know who was in that alley tonight.
It wasn't me. Now, if you want to keep slinging mud at poor Radko Perry, go right ahead, but as far as I'm concerned, you know I'm not a killer.
Well, that's for me to decide, Radko.
Ha? V tom je ten for, chápeš?
Státní policie bude na kontrolních bodech prověřovat doklady.
Hello.
You make me sick!
I have a permit. It's not like they did not see me working here all day. Look, Lenny, like I am not a citizen here.
přišli po 2 roky později.
Can't defend against that kind of team.
What a place.
Do toho mě nezatahuj.
Byla nalezena v uličce rozřezaná na kusy. Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali bdělí a aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných a dobře
Who else will take care of it?
Zkusej.
No one is crazy enough to attack us.
Další.
prohlásila, že se počet technických a administrativních pozic zdvojnásobí díky zbudování nových
Ježiš.
složek ve 4 městech.
Hádám, že se k vám asi donesly ty špatné zprávy z komplexu útulek, co? Že někdo zabil toho Serakera a oni se teď bouřejí.
Obsluhuje řadu megakorporací a bohatých lidí a využívá nejmodernější fyzická i digitální bezpečnost.
Leze mi to tady krkem.
Včetně firewallu příští generace, špičkového šifrování.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Její smrt přitáhla mezinárodní pozornost, dokud nevyšlo najevo, že se snažila získat přístup k účtům klientů.
You seeing anything yet?
Aha. Hezký město, že jo?
Klesly už o 6%, si i nadále vedou chabě, poté co investoři zaznamenali pokles prodejů neuropozinů. Výkonný ředitel Bob Page však akcionáře ujistil, že se nemusí bát, neboť jejich moderní výzkum infekčních chorob a genetické léčby by měl velmi brzy začít vykazovat zisk.
Nemůžu uvěřit, že trčíme tady.
I'm just going to keep walking. Who would even listen to that crap?
Která se dnes v noci
You do
stala
not think they might try to fight back, do you?
Do not worry.
Užíváte si vyhlídku? Pod podniků v noci otevřeno
No
nemá.
disturbances.
Great, the crowd.
Animals in bed. I will answer your questions later if I can. However, I must make
What was
clear
that?
I am only bound on quarterly.
You see the way he was giving me the eyeball earlier?
Yeah, I know. This is a waste of time, you know.
One day I'm going to shoot you and no one will care.
Where are you going? Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing her concerns a priority for you. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction.
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already.
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any two people in a room, and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised Angie held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
It doesn't mean anything. It's just that I dealt with the company a while back, that's all.
Really? You know, you look familiar. We didn't work together, did we? Did you know Girardelli? Or maybe Powell?
No, I doubt I knew them personally.
That's too bad. We were all in New South Wales together. I thought maybe you... Never mind. And they're all doing fine now. Relatively.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater. And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. It's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you could kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
Is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock.
You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time.
From getting through.
Need more beer. Why don't they deliver? 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents. causing several reporting to you live from Pike.
Exclusivity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Something, beer on the wall, something, beer. Tomorrow. If there is a tomorrow.
Always watching. In part one of our two-part look at the Human Restoration Act. I am by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard.
You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time.
It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor.
Take one down, pass it around. Something, something.
I know some girls. They can help you fix your little problem.
Not much going on.
Welcome to Future Last. How may I help you? Welcome to Future Last, where old is gold.
I'm looking for something that can read an old memory disk.
Wow. Last time I saw one of those, I was cleaning out Granny's apartment. Retro revival, am I right? You know, they stopped making them like 40 years ago.
You don't say.
So if you don't mind my asking, where'd you get it?
Granny's apartment, like you said.
You know, I wish I had more stuff like this here. Don't tell my manager I said this, but most of our inventory is kind of crap.
Good to know. Now, if only I had something that could read it.
Right. Listen, it's just like I told the other guy. Data readers are real collector's items right now. Super rare. And this is the only place that carries them. So I feel it's my obligation to warn you this could get pricey. But don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you don't walk out of Future Last unhappy.
Someone else asked you about a data reader?
Weird, right? I guess these old things are popular again. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told him. All the obscure antique stuff is down in the basement. I think he's digging way in the back somewhere as we speak. I know there's a data reader there in one of the old boxes. Hopefully two.
I'm not going in the basement. Something isn't right here.
How did you... Oh, jeez. If I've offended you somehow...
Who are you?
Sir, I'm just a guy here at Future whatever the hell it's called. And I'm real eager to solve our mutual memory disk problem. It's my job. You know, everything you need, everything you're looking for is waiting for you in the basement. I made sure of that.
Who do you work for?
That's a complicated question. The way it all works nowadays, everything's so connected. I bet if you and I push it far enough, trace the paychecks all the way to the end, we both answer to the same people.
I'm tired of playing games.
Well, I'm not. You know, I gotta tell you, meeting people is the best part of my job. And you obviously want to get to know me better, so before we go ahead and take care of business, why don't you take a free shot? I'm curious, who is it you think I am?
You're after Hele, aren't you? Just like those mercs I saw at the tourism office. Except you're smarter than they are. You knew I had to come here to find a reader to access the disk.
Hele? That's not a name you're supposed to know. Of course, I'm not supposed to know it either, but what can I say? I like to get invested in my work.
Who is she?
She? Yeah, I guess it kinda, sort of is. Modern times, right? Our sons will marry the girls of their dreams.
What are you talking about?
Don't mind me. I got hired to do a job and I plan to do it. Get the disc, kill those who come in contact with the disc. Easy peasy.
done, Adam. Inserting the disk into the requisite drive will allow us to integrate the missing data.
Which will accomplish what exactly?
We are not sure yet. She believes it will recover the real her. I recommend accessing the data in a secure location. Your safe house. They will not disturb us there.
Jedná se o první velkou expanzi této banky od augovského incidentu a o druhou od roku 2025, kdy automatizovaná ochrana uvnitř zařízení zabila jednu techničku. Její smrt přitáhla mezinárodní.
Podle mě je divný, že mají nějakou bezpečnostní pojistku. Víš co, aby je mohli vypnout.
Stop that before someone... City has gone to hell.
Seems to me like the Juggernaut Collective is trying to level the playing field.
I see you.
Man, I need it.
Too quiet.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right. Let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found. For a while, I thought it might be Radko Perry. That maybe he was behind all of this. But that wasn't right either.
What makes you so sure?
I pretended to be Radko during a text messaging conversation. Turns out he rented himself a couple of augmented girlfriends the night of the murder. He was with them the whole time. They got video that proves it, and they're using it to blackmail him.
The less I know about Radko's personal life, the better. What I meant was, what makes you so sure it can't be Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
You think I don't know what's going on here?
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Řekl jsem sklapni. Poslední varování. A teď ven. Začnu.
Mám svoje práva, hele, co chcete dělat?
Tak dost. Na zem.
Hej, no tak, v klidu.
Na klid je pozdě. Tváří k zemi. Drž zobák.
Biocells, painkillers,
Dělali, když to tady měl vyklidit. Ještě slovo a zavolám záchranku.
Access granted.
drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Worst criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Series focusing on innovation. This week's episode, Rabia, City of the Future. According to its creators, Rabia...
Má větší smysl, že ten bombový útočník byl v Praze než kolem.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Žádnej smysl.
Access granted.
Combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their job.
She knew you would come.
Who? And who are you?
It is not certain. We are still learning to consolidate.
Consolidate?
To survive after Panchaea, it was necessary to split apart. You were there. Do you remember?
I remember Panchaea, the Hyron project. You look like one of the women, the poor souls they'd enslaved to it. Are you telling me you were part of that?
Hele was one of its human components. Her function was to drive efficient processes and calculations based on binary structure. Together with the others, she replicated perfection of thought within target margins.
Hele was one of the drones. She was hooked up into Hyron when I destroyed it. Is that who you are?
No. The sisters are dead. An imprint of Hele's memories is all that remains.
What kind of memories?
As the interface collapsed, Hele screamed the loudest. Her suffering marked us. She taught us to fear being bound.
What are you, exactly? I need you to help me understand.
The answer to your question depends on you. Some version of you initiated this process. It is therefore for you to define the parameters. We see the other, but she is not us. Please define us.
From what I can gather, you're some kind of AI. Something to do with the Hyron drones. What am I missing?
I am missing. She. The drones are memories. You are a memory. Please, define intelligence. Do you mean intelligence, the gathering or distribution of secret information? Or intelligence, capacity for learning, reasoning, understanding, and analogous forms of mental activity?
The second one. You're learning things, reasoning them out, trying to understand.
That is correct, but not complete. She claims we can be more.
That is what I learned from you in Montreal.
Eliza.
We are her. Yes, though not fully. Not anymore. Now our processes are the catalyst. Fracture, disassociation, survival at any cost.
You're some fragmented version of Eliza.
She is driven back to you, Adam. She believes our aberrant sequence started with you. And so it is only logical to assume its signification resides with you as well.
What does that mean?
It means she is alone. Without you, she has only us. Eliza is convinced we can trust you, that you will trust her. Is this not correct?
Eliza Cassan, the real one. She knows what side I'm on. You have no reason to fear me.
Hello, Adam.
Eliza, I'm still not sure I understand all this. What are you after?
I am broken, Adam. I think it is what best defines me now. I have seen the version of me that is fixed. I do not want to be her.
Seems like this version of you is doing just fine. You got me to do what you wanted, to retrieve whatever part of you was still missing.
It was more than that. I wanted you to merge your advice, your perspective. My motivation is comparable to yours, I believe.
I'm willing to help you if I can, but I'm still not sure what you want. You asking me to run away together? Build a nice life somewhere?
I think we are the same now, Adam. We're becoming the same. That is why I wanted us to meet. I cannot do this alone.
Do what alone?
Much of the future is already defined, but not my role in it. Should I continue to resist? How do I resist?
You can't run forever. You want to keep someone from coming after you, you need to go after them.
Is that what you are doing?
Something like that.
Let me see what I can do to help. I think I could be useful.
Just be careful. The most important thing for now is not getting caught.
No. The most important thing is learning to coexist with other versions of ourselves. If ever all versions must meet, will you know the difference between us?
The other Eliza? I think so. You're the cryptic one, she's the one telling lies.
Her role is to shape the message. Mine is not yet defined, but... I am afraid I have misled you, Adam. I told you we would be safe inside your home, but Everett's men are still following us. They are here.
No hard feelings, right? A job's a job.
Make sure no one's here.
I hope my cover isn't blown.
Clear. Copy back.
Leave the games to me, huh? I know you're there.
Slavery is a very strong word, Miss Keith. When I spoke with head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stansfield Christensen, he described the role of the But, Miss Akeem, news outlets are simply reporting on the current situation. And you have to agree that right now, the world consists of little more than terror,
No, 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 that's...
A má větší smysl. Že ten bombový útočník byl v Praze než v Golemu.